Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Here is our smiling chi. As always, how is life? Generally, how are you guys coping? I hope you all are doing fine. Thank you so much. Yes, that's me. I am here today, first of all, to thank you guys for your encouragement. Okay, you know what I mean. You know what I mean for encouraging me so far. And I have come to answer your questions mhm, regarding nursing, vocational nursing in Germany. Yeah, I promised you that. And for this, I've got my laptop, although I don't want to use it. I jotted everything down here, the questions you guys asked. Yeah, they are here, and we'll quickly go through them because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, let us start. Sorry, I'll be looking down here. Please pardon. I don't have all the questions off head. So let's start. You asked, I will not be calling your names too, because I found out many people asked same thing. So I kind of compiled them. Okay. So what is nursing? What is vocational nursing? What is the difference between vocational nursing and university nursing? Okay, vocational nursing is like apprenticeship. Okay, vocational nursing, you need it. You need standard vocational nursing here is 3 years. Yeah, while university nursing is 3.5 to 4 years. Yes, in vocational nursing, you work and you study. I have said it again and again. You work and you study. It runs like a block, 50-50. Yeah, if you study like 1 month, you work 1 month. And for it, you need your theoretical placement, institution where you study, school where you study, and practical placement where you work. That would be hospitals or care homes, rehabilitation centers, whatever. For university, your work is mostly theory. Yeah, 100% theory with little uh, uh, little placement here and there. Okay, that is the difference. And in vocational nursing, because you work, you get paid. Whereas in university nursing, you're on your own, but you can always apply for scholarship or something. But in vocational nursing, you must be paid. You get paid. It's your entitlement. So, um, vocational nursing, and okay, after studying, after your vocational training, you do state exam. After the state exam, if you pass, you will be a certified nurse, RN or registered nurse, CN or RN. Okay. Whereas in university, after the 4 years, you will do state exam and you earn yourself BSc in nursing. So that's the difference. And I say again, 95% of the population prefers vocational nursing to university nursing because first of all you earn, secondly, uh, I think people prefer them. Hospitals, they prefer them because they know they are equipped practically and theoretically. So that is it. How long can you do vocational nursing? It's between 2 to 4 years. 2 to 4 years in the sense that if you are um if you have studied, because before you come here, you will send your certificate somewhere in the state, any state, the state you are, or wherever the embassy asks you to send it. They will value it and recognize your certificates. Okay, then they will give you. They will know if it's okay, it fits German standard or not. So some people that must have studied in their countries, if they send their certificates here, and if their certificates, if they value their certificates, with that, they might not allow them to, to start working with their certificate. They might need some years. So these people might do nothing 2 years. Okay, they will reduce the number of years for them. Like I said, nursing is between 2 and 4 years. So some the people that do it 3 years are normal. It's not. It's 3 years is standard for everybody. If you have 12 years, what's it called? 12 years school, normal school certificate. 12 years. No, 12 years standard school education. What do I mean by that? In Nigeria, where I come from, for instance, 6 years primary school and 6 years secondary school is 12 years. Here, if they value your certificate, you're coming from most African countries or Nigeria, if they value your certificate for nursing, you most likely, not probably, most likely get Reashu Abschluss. That's 12 years standard education. Okay, and with that, you can do proper standard nursing, RN. Yes. So, but that is for the people that do it 3 years. 2 years if you get reduced years. 3 years if you have standard school education. You do it 3 years. It's normal. That's the standard. Then 4 years if you do not have that 12 years standard education qualification. If you have 9 years, then you will do it 4 years. If you don't want to do nursing 4 years, you have to do another what is it called? Another house building, another vocational training altogether. You must have done it, or you will do it for at least a year. If you don't want that, you do volunteer year. If you do it, then you can be able to do nursing, that normal standard RN nursing for 3 years. Okay, so check it 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. 2 years, if you get your years reduced, 3 years standard for 12 um standard education, and 4 years if you have Hauptschule Abschluss, if you have 9 standard education qualification. 9 years, many people have, but I know in Nigeria we do 6 years primary, 6 years secondary, and after you have your WAEC or SSC or whatever is WESCO, whatever is called now. I know someone from Gambia or Cote d'Ivoire that they gave Hauptschule Abschluss. She needed to do it 4 years because they operate, or she had 9 years, that 6 years primary school and 3 years secondary school. So they gave her Hauptschule Abschluss. She needed to do it 4 years. Okay, so good. Let's continue. How much does one earn? It depends on the state or where you are working. Rich states, Germany is rich. There are very rich states, like the state we're living. I mean, Baden-Württemberg is rich. Bayern is rich. Frankfurt, Hessen is rich. There are rich states. Rich states pay more. Okay, pay students more. There are not no. I don't think there's any state that's not rich. Some a bit not rich as some a bit, how do I put it, some pay lower, okay, but rich states tend to pay higher. Other people that pay higher: church institutions, like hospitals, Care homes that are owned by churches, they pay more. They pay students more. But government or private owned hospitals tend to pay less. So in first year, you earn between, as a student, I mean, you earn between 800 euros to 1001. Second year, between between 900 to 1002 or 1003. Third year, between um, 1000 to 1003. Yeah, depending. And like I said in my previous video, in some firms, in some hospitals, if you're in third year, you can start earning your normal salary already. If you can prove that you can do, you can take over certain jobs, that Faircraft nursing, that a full nurse can do. If you can help them very well, if they can delegate some duties to you, and if they know that you can do it very well, you can start earning normal already from third year. Okay, sorry, I'll be back. So guys, sorry, I'm back. So let's continue. uh you asked, sorry, I need a blocked account? Nope. For nursing, you do not need a blocked account. For university nursing, you might need a blocked account. But for vocational nursing, you do not need a blocked account. You get paid instead. Um, yeah, we've been through this. And what about German language proficiency? Which one do I need? German language proficiency standard has been B1, okay? But um, of recent, I heard many institutions ask for B2. B1, look, B2 is not, B1 is not far from B2, okay? So if you have B1, you can also get B2. It all depends on what your embassy is asking for. So it differs. You ask your embassy what they want, if they want B1 or B2. Okay? Yeah. The same goes with uh okay, let's proceed. Assistant nursing. How can exactly this, sorry, going back, the same goes with online. Many people ask, can I take the B1 online? And I say, I'm saying I do not know. I prefer you taking it in a registered institution like Goethe Institute or anyone around you. But many people, many embassies accept B1 certificates online or language certificate B1, B2, whatever. They accept online. Many do not. So you will still need to ask your embassy. Okay? Your embassy is the one to tell you what. Assistant nursing, how long do you do assistant nursing? You do assistant nursing 1 year, between 1 and 2 years. 1 year, like if you have the 12-year standard education, one, and if you have your B1 or B2 German language proficiency. If you do not have it, some they allow them to come here. You can come here and then you do 2 years. First year will be language related, nothing related German. They'll be teaching you guys. And in second year, you then do proper assistant nursing program. Okay, it depends on embassy. Some embassies allow people to come in and do assistant nursing without language proficiency. Yeah, if they come here, they do the 2 years. Or if you have the language proficiency already, you can do the 1 year. Okay? Yes. What's the, yeah, we've treated this. Sorry, you guys asked a whole lot. Is it tuition free? nursing is completely, vocational nursing is tuition free. Tuition free. You don't pay nothing. What else do I need? Yeah, I advise your language, one, then you prepare your certificate, your WAEC certificate or SSC or whatever you have, you send it, you prepare, put them together and send it. First of all, you have to ask your embassies how they do their own. If embassy will be the one to send it to the institution that value certificate, okay, that will tell you, do you need a high school diploma lower or high school diploma advanced? What do I mean by that? The 9 years standard school education or the 12 years? They will be the one to value your certificate and send it back. Your embassy might want you to send it to the embassy and they will send it to Germany where they will value it. Or your embassy might ask you to send it directly to the institution where they value it. Okay? So that is why you must contact your embassy first. So what you need, if you're doing your language school, you will send your certificate because it takes time. 3 months. It can take up to 3 months. You send your certificate while doing your language, you send your certificate for them to value it. Okay? By the time your certificate is coming back, then you can then apply, you send two motivational letters to your practical placement and your theoretical school, your study institution. Yeah, if you can then send it because you need your language and you need that valued recognized, your certificate to be recognized before you can send your application to the school, motivational letter or whatever you call it. Yeah, this is sequence you will follow. Then what you for them the embassy, for going to the embassy for appointment, you then need your medical certificate of fitness, and your police report and other things they might ask you depending on the embassy. Okay, and hold up, when I say medical certificate, don't be thrown away because I notice many people are thrown away. Medical certificate, you can do nothing if you have HIV. Nobody says you shouldn't do nothing. Okay, if you have any disease, they just want you to go to know what you have. If you have like tuberculosis or hepatitis, they will ask you to treat yourself first, or they might even send you to where you can treat yourself. Okay, and if it's okay, if you're okay, then they will you will continue again. Okay, but don't ever think, hey, because I have this, I have HIV. Nobody is allowed to do you HIV test now. Nobody needs it, and you are nobody discriminates against that. Okay, somebody even asked me, what if I have HIV? With HIV you can walk in Germany, you can do anything you want to do. Nobody has right to ask you to bring HIV status, has right to ask you about your HIV status. Nobody. Okay, so medical fitness is just that you are fit physically. A doctor will test your fit and yeah, and test you if you have any infection. If you have, they will treat you and then certify you okay again. Okay, that's what it means. So I think we are rounding up. Who can help me? It is easy, very easy. Like I say, embassy, you contact embassy. I asked for this AOC Schengen because I have researched about them. I know some people that passed through them, and I know they help people with language. They do language school too. They do it, and they help people from the scratch. They prepare you for application. They prepare you for for your application. They prepare you for appointment. They tell you the schools, all these things. That's why I say you should follow them. It is not sponsored. I don't know them. They don't know me. I just researched about them to help you guys. Okay? I don't know them. They don't know me. So you can go to AOC Schengen online. They are also in Instagram. I will in this link. I will put their in. If you're in Nigeria, they have their office here in Germany. They have their office, I think, in Gambia, in other African countries. They are in Nigeria, in Lagos, their office is in Badagry. So I will try if I can get them and I'll put them in the link. Okay, and another thing, the school, the nurse, the nursing schools that do 2 years, that offer 2 year program for people that do not have Dutch, German language proficiency. I would also put the link here. At least I know in Badagry, in this state I'm staying in, there are two big schools like that. Okay, two big vocational training schools like that. I will put their link in case you might ask them if they can take you without the language for you to do the 2 years. Okay, yeah, I will put AOC Schengen, I will put other links, I will put the schools. That's what I will try to do. So, what are your advices? My advices is, if you know that you don't want to stay in Nigeria, or you want a situation, you want to, you know, have your stay and help your family in future, mean, it's a very, very welcome investment. It's a solid investment. If you don't want to, if you're that kind of person, you want to explore, you want to go out, you want to have permanent residence of a European country, or anywhere, so that in the future you don't know, me, I'm not here because I really want to be here. I go to Nigeria every time. I come from Nigeria. If you don't know, I go to Nigeria every time, and I want the situation where I can always decide in future, this is where I want to stay, this one, because this world now, I mean, it's not easy. You have to plan ahead. So if you're that kind of person that thinks like that, so my dear, stop asking me what do I think. Is it? Start doing it. Okay, you will not regret it. That's my advice. Is there any age limit? No, there is no. When it comes to nursing, there's no age limit. Okay. Yeah. So, people asked, can you help, or can you help me? Can you, uh, 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 like, the follow-up advice and tell us how to do this, to do that? That's why I am giving you the links, people that can help you. I'm a clinical nurse supervisor. I have 18 students under me. It is not easy for me at all. It's really not easy. I know in the future I'm gonna start up consult, whatever, But for now, ask me anything. But I can't come out now and say, okay, send me your things. Let me send it to the school. Let me do the one-to-one consult. I can't do it now. I can't do it now. But in nearest future, 2 months time, maybe I will. Okay, and you guys will be the first to know when I will. So that is it for now. This video is too long already. I still have some questions here, but I will call it a day. Let's call it a day for now. Watch out for my next video. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. You guys are encouraging me. Like, so I will know that I am doing something right. Like, subscribe if you haven't, comment and share. Okay, and turn on your bell notification. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.